Heroes of Handheld.
Hello and welcome to episode 54 of Heroes of Handheld, the world's only podcast dedicated to everything PlayStation Vita, Nintendo 3DS, 2DS, Vita Slim, iPod, Jenga, digital alarm clock, anything that's handheld, we've pretty much got it covered. My name's Colin and I'm one of your hosts, and I'm joined by, once again, the man, the legend. Say hello, Chris Pearson.
Hi, Collie Bobs.
Hi. Hold on.
Hi, how are you doing?
You're not Chris.
Yes, I am.
You've gone very feminine.
That's because I trapped my finger in the door, you see, and I screamed so high, now I'm talking high all the time.
Chris does talk very high. I'll give you that. You should have said he got his penis stuck in the door. That would have been funnier.
No, I didn't think you're allowed to say things like that on the internet.
Hey, this podcast is rated R for... No, what was it? What do the Americans rate their films? M for mature. Is that it?
No, it's just normal. Just like what we have, isn't it?
No, the Americans, they're really weird. They have like... It's they're PG-13.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
But then they have something like rated R, and that's pretty much it for everything. And I don't think they have age restrictions. I think you have to... If it's rated R, you have to be over 18. But everything else, you can go C. But I think... It's a bit weird.
I wouldn't hold you to that.
Anyway, as you can probably tell, that is not Chris Pearson. That is Shona. Hi, Shona.
That's awkward. It is Chris.
Oh, sorry. This is really... What happened to Shona then?
She's out sunbathing because it's so nice. She's like, I'm not going to help out, Colin. I'm just going to sit in the sun rather than be sat downstairs in the dark lounge.
It is true. It's literally like one of the nicest days of the year, and we're sitting in like stuffy rooms recording this podcast because Chris is not here, even though he says he's here, but he's not actually here because apparently he's moving or something. So Chris couldn't be here this week. So I got a replacement in last minute. So before we get on to all the handheldy goodness from this week, do you want to explain to all the lovely listeners what your experiences are in handheld gaming and how much you love it?
Does my phone count?
Yes. Actually, it does, because we actually cover iOS and Android, so...
That's good, then. Okay, so I was interested in 4 picks 1 word for all 2 minutes. And then I found out that you could Google the answers, so that ruined the fun in it.
And that's the extent of your video gaming knowledge.
When I'm bored at work and I'm waiting to leave, I play the true or false one.
That's actually quite a fun game. I think that isn't that made by the same people? I think it might be.
I think so. I think that's why I downloaded it. I caved into the adverts.
Oh, so
that's the extent of my handheld gaming.
And didn't you play back in the day? You had a PS2 and you used to play Mary Kate and Ashley, didn't you? So
yeah, but that's not handheld.
Oh, I guess not. But you have a. Oh, so this is gonna be a fun episode. But
no, sorry. Would my Vita count?
Yes, you've got a Vita, yay!
Yeah, of course. Sorry, a bit of a blonde moment there.
What games do you have on your Vita?
Well, I've got Pokemon. I've got that thing where the guy shoots the arrows, Gold Chart or Charted or...
Charted. Now, that would be a great game, Charted.
Is that one?
Are you thinking about Golden Abyss, Uncharted Golden Abyss?
There we go.
I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised you even knew it was called something like that. That is impressive. Well done.
That's the one you got through of yours, wasn't it?
It is. God, I haven't played that in years.
You forget. I do listen.
You do listen. Yeah, you listened to every single episode, haven't you?
No. I listened to your 50th anniversary one, was it? I
think everyone listened to that. Yeah.
And I listened to your apology one. That was lols.
Apology one? When did I apologise? I never apologise.
Well, you did that thing where you pretended to cry.
Oh, at the beginning. So you listened to the whole opening, and then you thought, fuck it. And
no, I thought back to YouTube vids.
Brilliant. Anyway, so...
No, I've got no experience. So you thought you'd bring me on to have more of a unbiased approach to handheld gaming. Is that right? No, on a more of a serious note, I've got pretty much no experience of handheld gaming. So you thought you'd rope me in so that you could give a more of a unbiased approach to the show, yeah?
Yeah, and you can agree with everything I say. Yeah.
No. I'm here to be the opposing view that people who listen to this podcast should not be sat inside playing these games. They should be going outside, living life. That's what I believe.
Yeah, this is I forgot to say, Shona actually doesn't like video games, so this
No.
is going to work well. But for this week and this week only, Shona's going to be playing the part of Chris, and she is going to be reading. She's going to be reading. Well, basically, what Chris has done, because he's such a good chap, and I've trained him well. He's left me some links to some news articles, and I've sent them to Shona, so she's going to read each one.
I am.
It's going to be a lull for her trying to understand.
Well, that's not very nice, is it? I offered to help you out. You're already making fun of me.
Oh, you love it. You love it. Right. Actually, before we move on, this week, Shona won't have a clue what I'm talking about, but this week, me and Chris were going to be talking about the Steam Boy, which was revealed at E3.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, it's well exciting, isn't it?
Oh, the guy who has steam coming out his nostrils.
Yeah. That's the one.
Carry on.
Steam Boy. God, I lost my concentration. Steam Boy. Yeah. It was announced at E3, revealed at E3. It's basically a handheld device that plays PC games. Me and Chris were supposed to talk about it last week, but we didn't. We're supposed to talk about it this week, but we can't because Chris isn't here. So we're going to try and do it next week instead, and we will hold that. But
I hope that the listeners lose any sleep over that.
they will. Hey, we've had at least one email talking about the Steam Boy. Come on, at least one.
What is that? What is that?
What is life? What is life? Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Anyway, let's move on. Let's do some news.
So this is the newsy part of the show, then, is it?
The newsy part of the show. Yes, it is.
Is this where you let all your minions know what is hot and what's not?
Hot or not, that's going to be a name of a new feature. This is going to be so fun doing the news review.
Please go first. I'm just dying to know what is new.
Right, so what is new in the world of PlayStation Vita this week, Shona? Well, I will tell you.
Please do.
As you obviously know, Sony have something called PlayStation Plus. And for those of you who don't know what that means, including Shona, PS Plus is a service that Sony provide, which means if you pay a monthly fee, you get free games every month. And each month, the free games list changes and new games become free. And the free games are available on PS4, PS3, and PlayStation Vita. So everything is covered by Sony. But we only care about Vita games here. And the list for Vita's free games for July has been released. This came out last week, and I mentioned it on Twitter. But I'll briefly read out what the PlayStation Plus games are for the US and EU for July. So, our friends in North America are getting the action RPG game Muramasa Rebirth, and also Doki Doki Universe, which is that weird, colourful, robot-y game. Shows, I'm going to read you the... What was that?
That's me getting excited about a Dookie Dookie.
Do that again? Brilliant. Do you want me to read the description of this game?
I'd rather...
I'm going to anyway. The game is unique because it is essentially a large interactive personality test. The game starts with a robot named QT3 and a talking red balloon accidentally getting let off an asteroid by a human family travelling through space. Roughly 40 years later, alien Jeff locates QT3 and informs him that his model is being discontinued for lacking humanity. Alien Jeff has been tasked with determining if QT3, an emotionless and obedient robot, is capable of learning humanity. Alien Jeff then takes QT3 and Balloon to a planet called home. So
this is what would happen if Sandra Bullock hadn't got back to Earth, if she'd gone off... I'm talking about the film Gravity.
Don't spoil Gravity. I haven't seen it yet.
Exactly. So this is what would happen if she hadn't got back to Earth.
So George Clooney would be playing the alien Jeff, basically, is what you're saying.
And she would just stumble up across little Jeffy and be like, so, let me teach you the ways of the world.
Let me find your balloon. But in all seriousness, this Doki Doki Universe, though it sounds stupid to you, Shona, it's actually a game I've wanted to play for a while. And the fact it's free, this is the last month of PS Plus I get free. Because for those who don't know, Christopher Pearson, being the lovely guy he is, bought me 3 months of PlayStation Plus for my birthday in April. And I think... because this is the last month I can actually play on PlayStation Plus, which is annoying. Unless I renew my subscription, which I probably won't because I'm a cheapskate.
No, you got to buy the palette, remember?
Palette. PJ. Anyway, and also for Europe, we are getting Doki Doki Universe as well. But rather than Muramasa Rebirth, because I think we've already had it on PlayStation Plus, we're getting Lego Batman DC Heroes. So that's fun.
Can I just interrupt?
No, but go on.
If there's any people listening who are interested in sending me fan mail, please send it in the form of the Bobby Brown Surf and Sand palette. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Carry on, Colin.
People who listen to this show don't know what makeup is.
Yeah, they do.
Come on. I'm not being sexist, but let's be realistic here. They'll probably put some sand, put it in a jar, and then post it to you.
No. It's got to be the £48 palette. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Right, so that's the first news story done. And now, right, I'm going to leave the stage. The mic is yours, Shoz. Let's find out the first bit of news from Nintendo this week. Over to Shona. Off you go.
Shovel Knight taking the world by storm. ... I mentioned, spelt wrong, well done, Chris, in my ones to watch ages back. Do any of you long-term fans remember this? Do you hang off Chris's every word and think,
I do.
Ooh, that's one to watch. And then, yep, Chris got in there, and he is right. It has taken the world by storm. It has taken the world by storm to the extent that even I've heard of this. That is a joke, I have not. Jordan, our little friend across the pond, he's reviewed this a few times.
Yes.
Chris hasn't left me a link to Jordan's review, but Jordan, you know who you are. Feel free to leave the link in the comment on the little podcast website thing.
Great. Brilliant.
Chris, or should I say me,
yes,
because I'm pretending to be Chris, wants to buy this next payday.
Yes.
Chris can afford this because he's got a job.
Yeah, unlike me and you, who are just filling our time with silly podcasts.
We're not. Well, no. We do have jobs, just not proper big people jobs.
Big people jobs. So we have little people jobs. Stop being offensive. That's mean. Anyway, let's move on.
How am I being offensive?
You're saying you don't like little people.
When did I say that? I'm a little person myself.
You said it 5 minutes ago. Rewind the podcast and listen to it, all right?
Did I? I don't know.
I think you did. So
anyway, you're interrupting a vital key fact here.
Yeah, I was gonna see if you're gonna mention this. Please go on.
This is so vital.
It is.
It's in caps. It's in caps, people. It is in caps.
You have to. That means you have to shout it if it's in caps.
Also, apparently not out in UK. Yet, can you please check? Has not had 3DS internet. Lol.
Lol. He didn't put a lol, but I wish he had. Yeah, as Chris is moving, he's got no internet at the moment. And I actually, ironically, because Jordan kept recommending it, I did actually check Shovel Knight on the Nintendo eShop on my 2DS, and it's actually not out here yet. So
hang on,
Chris is correct.
You actually use your 2DS?
I know. Can you believe it? Really? Right?
Have you let on to the viewers? What? No. Do you call people viewers?
No, because you can't watch a podcast.
No, what do you call your people then?
Listeners, maybe?
Oh yeah, of course. Have you admitted to your listeners?
I actually have.
Your beloved 2DS has gathered dust on your bedside table.
That actually is a long-running joke on this podcast. No joke. But I actually turned it on because I played Sonic. I actually turned it on because I felt bad that it was gathering dust. So I turned it on. I downloaded the demo for Sonic Lost World, which was a newish Sonic game. I actually really liked the demo. It was actually really fun. But the only problem is it's £20 at the moment, which is about £19.99 too much. Than what I want to spend on it. But the demo was cool, and I had a look on the store, and Shovel Knight was not on there, so yes, it's not out in the UK yet.
Oh, no. So, UK peeps...
Well, not just UK, it must be Europe as well, I'd imagine. I'll have to have a look. I have to research. Let me research that. You stall the listeners, Shoz. I'll have a quick old research.
Oh, so UK/EU peeps, wait with bated breath then. You won't be able to play Shovel Knight. So when Chris has said it's taken the world by storm, he just means the USA.
It's taken the North American people by...
Yeah. So you get your facts right, Chris. The BBC would not be proud of you right now.
Apparently it doesn't have a date yet, but apparently it's good. I don't actually know anything about it. I just know there's a knight and he likes to shuffle. I don't know if that's the Harlem Shuffle or... I don't know, really. It could be anything. But thank you, Chris.
Maybe he likes to shovel manure. You never know.
Brilliant. Shovel shit. Let's not
Back to you, Colin. Take the reins.
Back to me. Thanks, Shaz. Right, so in the world of Vita, more news. This is just a quick story because I want to get this out over and done with. But a game that's coming soon to the Vita over here in late 2014, I think, is Freedom Wars, which is a Monster Hunter style game. You've got to pretend to be excited, Shaz, because Chris loves Monster Hunter. You'd be right to be excited there, Shaz, because Freedom Wars looks amazing. No joke. I've actually seen some videos and it looks a lot of fun. It's you and 4 other people. You can either play it solo, you can play it single player with bots, as they're called, like,
the computer.
Yeah, other characters who aren't real people. Or you can play it online with up to 4 other people. I think it's 4 people. And you basically just battle these massive robots. And it actually looks quite fun. And it's been released in Japan, and it sold 188,888 copies in Japan last week, which is a lot for, a Vita game especially. That is a lot to sell. And I was looking, that's number 1 in the sales charts from last week in Japan. I've got the whole list here from last week, and 3DS and not Wii U, but the 3DS normally absolutely crushes anything in Japan because the Japanese love 3DSs. But yeah, last week's software sales, Freedom Wars was number 1. And it wasn't only number 1, it literally stormed it. It literally crushed everything else. Because the nearest thing in second was Watch Dogs, which is out on PS4. And that only sold 63,000 copies. So that's an 120,000 copy difference. That's pretty impressive. And a lot of people are excited for this game. I'm actually quite excited to see what it's all about. But another news story that came out, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, a few people probably won't be happy about this, but Freedom Wars will only be a digital download in Europe, so you won't be able to get a physical copy of it. I don't think this is that much of a big deal, really, because I think I'd say the majority of people probably download their games from the store now anyway, rather than go to a shop and get them. But I mean, this means, like, if you want to trade in Freedom Wars, you can't, because it's only a digital download, which is a shame. But yeah, it's not really a big deal. Unless you were planning on playing it, then trading it in, it's not a big deal. But it's selling well in Japan, so when it eventually comes to Europe in late 2014, we should all be looking for a big selling game, which is what the Vita needs over here, really. So that's all good.
Brilliant.
You excited about that, Shaz? Freedom Wars? Is it a game you're going to pick up?
I would rather pick up Moshi Monsters.
Brilliant. Let's move on, because that's cringe! Cringe!
Alright, I was trying to read this article so that I didn't sound like a complete Wally.
I was wondering why you went so quiet. Wally!
But it makes no sense. So let's see if you can make some sense of this.
I'm excited. Right, over to Shoz once again. What's the latest in 3DS, Shoz?
Basically, Nintendo have said that if you buy Squid's Odyssey on Nintendo 3DS, you will also be getting the Wii U version for free. Euro Downloads have confirmed this.
Yes.
This source is from Nintendan on Twitter. I think the reason why they're doing this is my opinion, is because who knows what a Wii U is? Who owns a Wii U?
That's true. Wii U's actually haven't sold pretty much anything. Basically, the Wii U has been the reason why Nintendo have lost so much money lately, and their staff have had to take pay cuts and stuff. If they didn't have their 3DS, Nintendo would be gone. They would literally be out of the market completely. The 3DS is the only thing keeping them going at the moment. Yeah, I mean, would this really encourage people to buy Wii U's? I don't know.
Oh, is Squid's Odyssey a huge in-demand game? I've never heard of that.
I've not heard of that either. I'm very surprised. Well, I've literally never heard of that game. Normally I've got an idea of some of these games, but that's a bit odd. But no, maybe this is something that Nintendo are going to look into a bit more in the future then, hopefully.
Maybe.
Because crossplay... Yeah, go on.
It sounds a bit strange that they're only doing it on one game. That's not really cross-platforming, is it?
Well, maybe they're dipping their toe in before they jump in completely, maybe. I mean, Sony do this all the time with their games for PS4 and PS3.
Sorry, on this website.
NeoGAF. It's NeoGAF, by the way.
What, this website?
NeoGAF, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was this man's Twitter. Oh, no, it's not.
Someone's print screen the Twitter.
Oh, okay. On
thing.
NeoGAF, sorry.
Yeah.
They've got, like, people commenting.
Yeah, oh. Internet comments are always the best, aren't they?
Scroll down. Are you on the link?
Yeah, I'm having a look at these comments.
Scroll down to the people dancing.
People dance. Oh, I love GIFs. Brilliant. There's basically a group of people dancing in Happy Dance, and they're all smiling.
Why this is good news, I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people. Well, it's good news because Nintendo haven't. I don't think they've done this before. I'm actually thinking they haven't done this before. If I'm incorrect, please email us. But I think this is a step towards the future for Nintendo because
Only for Europe, though. Don't get too excited.
oh, it's in Europe. It's not in North America. That's surprising.
It just says Europe only on here.
Well, that's cool. So we're getting it. So screw you, America. Woo! But
that sounds like a bit of a silly plan because we could fit inside America like a million times.
you do realise that Europe consists of more countries than just the UK.
Oh, awkward. Yes. Your link now, Colin.
Brilliant. Over to you, Colin. But no, just to finish on this point, I mean, this is a good move for Nintendo.
Is this the what's it called? Where the hay goes across the TV.
You mean a tumbleweed? So yeah, I think this is good news because Nintendo, you know, are very resilient when it comes to the internet and doing new innovative, how do you say innovative? Innovative.
Stop it! You're confusing me. You
You know what we mean, people. You know what we mean. So
no, I can say it.
This is. Go on. You can't say it. Give up.
No.
Sony do this all the time with their games. That when they release a game on PS4 or PS3, it normally comes to Vita as well as crossplay, but cross-buy. But it's good to see Nintendo finally, you know, being open to this, and hopefully this will happen more with future games like Mario games or you know Smash Bros or stuff like that. So we wait and see whether this is a turning point for Nintendo and their ways. This exciting nonetheless because we all want to play Squid's Odyssey.
We do.
It sounds fun. Right, so let's move on to some more Vita goodness. Let me just find a news story. I should probably have loaded it up before I started talking, shouldn't I?
I'm prepared if you want me to go.
Yes, go again, please.
Hatsune Miku is announced. Chris says he's sad because he first read that at his Hotline Miami. I'm not sure if that's like, you know, a call center thing. Hotline Miami? Is it?
You know Hotline Miami. I was playing it the other day. You saw me playing it, that top-down pixely game.
Oh, what I thought was really old school.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's an amazing game.
It's meant to look old school.
It's awesome.
Anyway, the official announcement is here.
Yeah.
It confirms that Hatsune Miku Project Mirari Remix is based on Mirari 2. Hitsumanuki Project Mirari Remix is heading overseas, Sega has announced. It will be released throughout the West and Asia in 2015. The remix will be the full localized version of the original game. Sega seems to be including new elements as well, however. Sega announced today, well not today actually, when was this posted?
It was July the 2nd, which was yesterday.
Yesterday. They announced yesterday, so if you're listening to this, you've probably already heard if you're that way inclined. So I think Chris needs to get better content.
Yeah.
But Sega announced today's news during a Hatsumanuki talk show.
Wow.
They've got their own little show.
On Nico, which was, what's that? Is that a like Nintendo channel? I've got to research this. Nikon. How do you spell it? Nikon.
Nico.
ICO. Here it is. What is it? Nikon. Oh my god! It's all in Japanese. This website. It is formerly known as Nico Duka. For short, is a video sharing website in Japan managed by Niwango. Is the Japanese ideal phone for smiling? Is this just like I think this is just like YouTube, but a Japanese version.
Oh, okay.
That's the impression I'm getting here. It's like a video sharing site. Fair enough. Fair enough.
The talk show that's broadcast on that explained that this title will commemorate the series' 5th anniversary.
Yeah, that's very exciting. You know, Sega are an example of a developer who crashed and burned when they released the Dreamcast back in 2000, I think it was, and they had to give up making hardware, and now they're just a third-party game developer. So Sega now just make games rather than consoles. Because I used to have a Sega Mega Drive back when I was like about 5 or 6, and they were awesome.
So they know that the future is making programs as opposed to consoles. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, let's just go with that, shall we? But basic conclusion, Hatsune, how did you say it? Hatsune
I said Hatsune
Miku, maybe, is being announced for the West. So that's good. The West is getting games, which is all good. It's always good news when the West gets a game that was originally exclusive in Japan, because Japan get a lot of cool games, because a lot of the really awesome game developers are in Japan. So that's why that is, Shoz.
That's why they prefer to keep it in the country, I suppose.
Yeah, right. Let's move back onto the Vita, because everyone loves the Vita. No one likes the 3DS. Come on, move on. Vita is the way forward.
Move on then. Move on to your baby.
Move on to my baby. So this article reads: the PS Vita no longer available at major retailers. Before I read this is based in America, but I've noticed this over here in the UK. Like, the only shop I know that has Vitas on display is Game, which is an actual game, video gaming shop. CEX has them, but they're secondhand. But like, supermarkets don't have them. High street shops don't seem to have Vitas anymore. It is a shame. Like, in my supermarket near where I live, they used to have quite a good display of Vita games.
Like its own specific section.
They did, yeah, it did, and now it's completely gone. I remember when I was working, because I worked there, and they have a baler, which is where they get rid of all the like waste plastic and cardboard. And inside the baler, they put all the PlayStation Vita, what are they called? The
boxes, wasn't it?
The boxes, yeah. They shoved them all in this baler to destroy them, and it made me really sad. But anyway, this article says that the Vita is now no longer available directly from Amazon, GameStop, Walmart, or Target in America. And that's even the Borderlands 2 bundle, which included the brand new model of the Vita, the PlayStation Vita Slim. Physical stores also seem to be out of the handheld, as searches for stock and calls to local outlets came up with 0 results. So basically, all these shops don't seem to have Vitas in stock, which is a bit weird. I mean, this could be because they're waiting for a new shipment of Vitas to come in. But it is a bit odd. But in America, GameStop has a Borderlands bundle with an accessory and PS Plus voucher for pre-order, but it won't be in stock until August. So maybe Sony aren't releasing a new batch of Vitas until August, maybe? But at the moment, it's unclear why stocks have diminished across the board. Whether retailers are choosing to no longer stock the retails, have sold out, or if Sony has not been replenishing stock. So yeah, to me, I think the only reason these shops haven't got any Vitas in stock is probably because Sony aren't replenishing them. I still think they're going to be making Vitas. They haven't shut down production on them. That would be silly, especially with games coming out for it still.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there'll be replenished shelves soon. But it's a bit annoying that across the board, there's just none in stock anywhere. There's a meme where it's from Dodgeball, and basically it's a picture of the two judges. You know, in Dodgeball, where there's the judges table, and they're not judges, they're commentators, and they say, let me just find the meme. It made me laugh because it goes, it's an interesting strategy. Let's see how it works for them. So basically, you post a meme when someone's done something really, what's the word? Not silly, but done something that's probably a stupid idea.
Risky.
Yeah, a bit risky, yeah. And this that meme is perfect for this at the moment. So Sony are trying to sell more Vitas, and yet they're not replenishing the shelves. An interesting tactic there, Sony. Let's see how it plays out for you. That's where the meme would work.
That's what you have to say on the matter.
Yeah, I think people are just getting worried over nothing, because I'm sure Vitas will still be available soon. So move on. Have you got any more news for me, Shoz?
I do. Chris is messing with me. He's giving me yet another Japanese one here.
Oh no.
Satoru Iwata.
Let me see this. Where is it?
The one where he swears. I don't feel comfortable swearing.
Fuck. Well, you can do like Mrs. Brown's Boys and say feck.
Okay, he goes feck, yeah.
Oh, you fucking bastard. Anyway.
That's what Chris says.
Yes.
Can you see the one I'm on about?
Yeah. I'm on it.
Yeah. Satoru Iwata, re-elected as Nintendo president. Oh, it's his name. It's not a game.
Yeah.
Oh, this man is re-elected as Nintendo president at annual shareholders meeting.
Yeah.
So this could be the man that you Odyssey. What was it? That game I just said.
Oh, Squid Odyssey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You Squid Odyssey fans, head over to this man's Twitter and give him some love.
Yeah.
Sounds like he was the one that was like, woo, come on. Let's cross-platform here, peeps.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, he's a big deal with Nintendo, and he's always done well by them, but because of the whole Wii U thing and them losing money, the shareholders in Nintendo have been a bit worried. So I think they were worried that he was going to be voted out, because it looks like they can be voted out if a lot of people don't agree with what they've been doing. But he's been voted back in, which is good.
Yeah.
So that is very good. He's the head cheese at Nintendo, which is also good. And in that article, there's a picture of him holding a 3DS.
2DS. No, 2DS.
No, it's
Oh,
a
no,
3DS.
free.
That's a free.
Free,
And
yes.
there's a picture of a Wii U as well. So that's good. So he's going to be the president forever, hopefully, which is good news, I guess. If you like him, that's good news.
That is good news, yes.
Right, so I've got two more stories. Oh, just burped there. Sorry about that. I've got two more stories to quickly go through. They're not big stories, so I'll race through them. So Twitch is an app, which is where, so it's basically a live streaming video platform. So it means like you can be playing a game and you can also stream it at the same time. Like, for example, you get people on YouTube who video themselves playing video games. They basically have the screen and they have a picture of them, the camera on them. That's what Twitch does. It uses the front camera and it takes what you're playing on your PC and then you can put it on YouTube. So it's basically, there's lots of things on YouTube called Let's Plays, which is when people play games and you can watch them play them. So that's what Twitch is, and it's coming. Well, it's not coming officially, but the people at Twitch are interested in bringing a version to the Nintendo 3DS and the PlayStation Vita. They've said that they would love to eventually release an application on the two dedicated gaming handhelds, according to Chief Operating Officer Kevin Lin. Now, what this would mean is that you could stream yourself playing Vita games or 3DS games, which would be pretty awesome, especially for people who make podcasts like me.
Woo!
Woo! So that would be pretty cool, but a lot of people have voiced their concerns about this. People don't think this is going to happen because, well, you need a strong internet connection really to stream these live. So I don't know whether the Vita or 3DS, although the internet obviously can be strong depending on what internet you've got in your house or where you are, but I don't think these consoles are maybe, going to be strong enough to cope with, all the pressure that will come from streaming such a big video file.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's true.
But it would be cool though. I'd love to see this on Vita. I think they've already released a mobile version, so you can play mobile games whilst filming yourself. I mean, it would work because the Vita and 3DS do both have front cameras, but the Vita's camera is pretty shocking.
So it might be a bit pixelated.
Yeah. Apparently, Twitch allegedly has over 45 million unique viewers each month and more than 1 million broadcasters. I think I've seen some people would, rather than have an actual app where you can stream things, like a Twitch app which allows you to stream games on the Vita or 3DS, rather have an app that takes you to the Twitch thing so you can actually watch streams rather than make streams yourself.
So watch it live.
So like a YouTube app, but a Twitch app that just shows you the videos that people are doing. I think people would be happy with that as well. I don't see... Well, I mean, it would be interesting. As I said, I'd love to see it on Vita, but I mean, I'd be happy to have just a Twitch app where you can just watch other people, play games. That would be fun, in my opinion. But we wait and see. They still haven't released a Netflix app over here in the UK and Europe, which is a bit annoying. So don't get your hopes up on this happening anytime soon. But it's cool that this could be coming to both 3DS and the Vita, the two main consoles that we at Heroes of Handheld love. So yeah,
Indeedy.
we wait and see if that happens. But it would be cool. It would be cool. Right, so I've got one more news story, and it's all to do with a sale that's happening on the PlayStation Vita in Europe at the moment. Now, Shoz, you probably won't know this, but the Vita and Sony love doing sales of their games. Like, there's always special offers happening. They always...
I do know this because you get all excited and you check it quite regularly.
I do, and I always look for games that are about £1, but they never are, so I cry again. So there's a big list of games that are coming to the the Europe PS store, and it's going to be called the Big in Japan sale, and it's a returning sale, so it's been here before. And there's a load of Vita games that are on sale. There's PS3 games as well, but we don't care about PS3 here, so we're going to skim all the way down to PlayStation Vita games, which are here, and there's quite a lot. And it's not just Vita, it's PSP games as well. So you can get Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 3. Well, actually, Final Fantasy 1 and 2 are both going to be £3.99 each, which is €4.99 and $7 Australian dollars 55. And that's down from £7.99, £14.95, and €9.99. So, bit of a discount there. Final Fantasy is quite a popular franchise, so people will be excited about this. There's also sales on Final Fantasy 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, all of them. 6, 7, 8. And X/X2 as well. That's on sale as well, which I think is the newest one. So that's exciting. The Third Birthday, which I've not actually heard of, that's on sale. Crystal Defender, Soul Sacrifice, Space Invaders Extreme, Next to Neo, Parasite Eve 2, Front Mission 3, Gravity Rush, Malicious Rebirth, Open Me, which I reviewed that months ago and it's crap, so don't get Open Me, that's a waste of money. White Knight Chronicles Origins, Persona 2 / Trails in the Sky, Persona 2 / Persona 3 Portable, Persona 3 Portable, Sonic and Sonic All-Star Racing Transform, Trails in the Sky, Fate / Extra, Persona 2 Innocent Sun, Earth Defense Force 2017 Portable, Blue Blaze Continuum Shift Extend, Eliminate Original,
breath left.
Touch my Katamari. I think that's what you did last night. Anyway, Spectral Souls, ROTEE, Shinobido 2 Revenge of Zen, and Shinobido 2 Revenge of Zen DLC. And
you got them in the end.
These discounts go live today, apparently, so that's exciting. Now, Japanese games are always rated really highly. There's a game on Vita called Persona 4 Golden Shows, which is like voted the best Vita game of all time, and I've still not played it. Japanese games can be a bit weird in the way they're made and the stories they tell. So I've always been a bit worried about playing them, but I mean, they're on sale, so.
Is it better than Frobisher Says?
Frobisher Says was awesome. I haven't played.
Oh no, I like that.
That's on one of my old memory cards. That's why I haven't played it in ages. God,
I like that a lot.
I'd love to play that again. The company that made that, I can't remember. I think Honey Slug, the company that made that, they're releasing a new game soon, which is about exploding animals.
Oh.
Which sounds fun. Which will
Not
be cool.
quite the same.
It's still colourful and fun to look at, though. So all those games are on sale in Europe from Thursday, so look out for all those. And obviously, if you have PlayStation Plus, you get an additional 10% discount because
that's pretty good.
PlayStation Plus members are awesome. The only game... Now, I love me some Sonic, so Sonic and All-Star Racing Transformed is going to be £11.99. But that's down from £34.99. Jeez, that was expensive. I wouldn't. I'd say £11.99 is expensive for that. I played the demo for it, and it was really laggy and really disappointing.
We always say that we don't understand the pricing for games.
No, it's a bit odd, especially Nintendo. Now, their pricing on their shop is shocking, really. You can get... like what they're charging for games, you can get for half the price in shops or on Amazon or something like that. So I don't know, but so that's a cool sale. So look out for that. And as I said, there's a load of PS3 games on sale as well. But before we move on to the final part of this week's podcast, I saw some video gameplay for Minecraft, which is coming to PlayStation Vita in August, I believe. There's no official date yet. And over the past few weeks, I've got a lot more excited about this because I've never actually really properly played Minecraft. And
hang on.
Yeah.
Are you stealing my link?
No. There's a Minecraft link?
You told me we were alternating. And yes, I've got a Minecraft link right in front of me.
Oh my god, seriously, I thought you were done. I didn't realise there was.
Oh my god.
That is really weird. That's weird though.
You just like the limelight. I knew you'd get like this.
I knew it. I can't work under these conditions. That is really weird though, isn't it? Because I just randomly started talking about Minecraft and you've got a story I didn't even see.
I admit that's a little weird.
Let me just say what I was going to say, then you can read your brilliant...
Oh no. I insist, you go ahead.
Oh, thanks, babes. Thanks, hun. But, yeah, I saw some gameplay footage of Minecraft on Vita, which it was shown on the E3 show floor. A guy put it on YouTube, and it looks really good. Apparently, there's limited lag. It plays really well, and it's the full Minecraft experience. It's not the Pocket Edition. It's actually a fully fledged Minecraft game. And I'm really excited to play this because I've played a bit of the demo on my Xbox, but I've never really sat down and had some proper time in the world of Minecraft, and I'm actually quite excited about this. So I'll probably be buying this first day it comes out, because I think it's going to be priced around £20, which isn't bad for a game like this and how big it is. So, yes, that's exciting. It looks good. The gameplay I saw, Looks good. It's the Minecraft you know and love, but on a portable device. So that's fun.
So you can take it wherever you want.
Yeah. So over to Shoss for the last news story.
No, that was my last story.
You didn't say about Minecraft.
But you just went for it.
No, I was talking about the Vita version. This is a 3DS version, Shoz.
Oh.
Get clicking away. You're not getting out.
Let me get the email open again. I was getting all comfy.
Getting your cup of tea, and you're about to say, "Can I go to bed now?"
Yeah, I thought I was all done. Wait to get the rec. Take tapes out.
Brilliant.
Right. Nintendo executives are already making plans for the entry of Minecraft, not just the 3DS, Colin. They're really upping the game with the Wii U.
No way!
The Wii U.
Shit! Shit the bed!
You can sit down and have that little tablet thing on your lap, and you could be building that city from the comfort of your sofa.
That picture on that article looks pretty cool, though. That someone's actually made all of that.
Colin, no.
Oh, it does. Minecraft is cool.
This looks like someone's poor attempt to copy the Lego Movie.
You must know about the big hype around Minecraft, though.
No.
It's massive. It's probably one of the most popular games in the
though?
world. It actually is. It's popular with kids. And I actually encourage that because it actually makes kids be creative because they get to make their own worlds.
Oh, no, it doesn't. It causes them to be obese and to have vitamin D deficiencies from not being out in the sun.
Thanks for being on Heroes of Handheld this week, Shoz. You've been great.
Good
night, everybody. Good night. I'm joking. Continue.
Continue?
Yes.
There's not really much more to say.
So basically it could be coming to 3DS and Wii U.
They're making plans. None of this is definite. It just says that the spokesman for internal development teams, I don't know.
I really can't see Minecraft coming to 3DS. I don't think it'd be right for it, really. Well, I wouldn't want to play it on my 2DS because the screen would be too small. But maybe 3DS XL it could work, I guess. But the Wii U, I think that'd be brilliant for the Wii U. Perfect device for it. But...
Well, you say that the 3DS isn't big enough or whatever, but here it says it's a phenomenon that is present in significant platforms such as mobile devices, or it's even smaller.
Well, it is. It's on mobile, but the problem with the mobile version is that it's called a Pocket Edition, which is basically
so it's like a condensed one.
Yeah, it's a watered down Minecraft experience. I've never played the Pocket version, but if Nintendo can get the full version like the Vita's getting, this could be interesting. Cool. Right, so well done, Shosh. You did very well.
I got through it.
Very good. You're better than Chris. In fact, fuck Chris. You're the new Chris.
All right. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to weigh up the pros and cons.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can actually take his position.
Well, all you need to do is have greasy hair and then say every 5 minutes, can I go to bed now? And then you'll be Chris.
Oh, no, you're forgetting. In order to be Chris, I also have to. What else does he do? I was hoping the inspiration would come.
Right, so that's it for the news, and it was a lot longer than I thought it would be. We've almost gone 40 minutes. That's insane. So we're going to move on to the review section.
Colin's not allowed to put any input in.
Yes. So for the last part of the show, it's all down to Shoz because she has got a review to give me for a mobile platform and tablet game.
Right.
Over to you.
Go for it?
Go.
I'm sure a few of you, I'm hoping all of you, have heard of a little person called Kim Kardashian.
Little person.
If you've not heard of her, where have you been? And second of all, I don't like you.
I think you're going to probably start riots because a lot of people don't like Kim Kardashian.
No, why? Why do people not like her?
Maybe it's because she's famous for being famous and she earned her money doing nothing, maybe.
Colin.
I'm just trying to get a response out of you, Charles. You're good. Continue.
Colin, do you want to tell people how you've watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians with me and have actually enjoyed it?
I'm not going to lie. The way it's done is actually quite enjoyable. If you've not watched an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, it's great car crash TV. Because
car crash.
Yeah, just to see Bruce Jenner look like a 50-year-old lady is worth it.
No, what is worth it? Colin was so desperate to see because they always do like a little montage. So they obviously show you the most exciting what is that really going to happen? What does that mean? Little clips in the montage.
Yeah.
Colin was so desperate to see what Scott Disick, hunky he is, mwah, 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 to see what his little secret was. He turned to his good old friend Google, because Colin knew that obviously America get to see Keeping Up with Kardashians before us, and he found out the secret. If that's not obsessed that he couldn't wait till the next episode, I don't know what is.
No, in my defense, it was edited really well, and it made you think it was some really deep, dark secret.
Yeah, it was. I'm not gonna lie.
And what was it? He wore moisturizer. That was basically the big secret.
Yeah, he was putting on like a tinted moisturizer, so it had a bit of makeup in it.
Great. Why didn't you make a podcast about makeup? Yeah.
Shall I?
You should. Yeah, you should.
Okay, right. So what you need to start with is the primer.
Get on with it, son. My son. Right. So
Anyway.
there's a reason you're talking about Kim Kardashian, is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My BFF, Kim Kardashian, has released a Kim Kardashian app. Now, this does not mean it is just pictures of her. It does not mean it's your stereotypical girly advice. No. It is a game, people. Therefore, it is relevant to you handheld gamers, right?
Oh, yes.
What it is Kim Kardashian is your gal pal. It's all cartoon, it's all animated, it's all done really well.
What's the name of the app?
Just Kardashian.
Oh, really? Nice
Yeah.
and easy.
And what you do is you get to design your own little character. So you can pick like your nose shape, your eye shape. I got quite excited because they had outfits that you were free, you didn't have to buy them.
Yeah.
For your little person, that were inspired by outfits that Kim Kardashian herself has worn. Now, if you're a loyal follower like I am, you will recognise them from her Instagram, which I stalk on a regular basis. So once I chose my little outfit, Kim Kardashian came to the shop that I was working at, and she goes, "Oh, I've just split my dress. Can you help me?" So then it gives you different scenarios. You've got an option to click no, go away, or something like that. Or you can say, yeah, sure, what do you need help with? Or you have another option that says, I'm working now, I'll come back later, or something. So it's all like a bit like what you told me with what's that thing you played? Then you want to go play it again, doing different scenarios.
I don't know. What do you mean? Oh, what, The Sims?
No, that game you played, and you played it all again, doing different scenarios.
What, Walking Dead?
Could be.
Yeah, I think either Walking Dead or Wolf Among Us.
Yeah, Wolf Among Us. It's like that.
I've only played that through once, though. I've not played it.
Oh.
It's probably one of those Telltale games, so...
Anyway, it's like that.
Yeah.
So, I obviously chose to help her, because I like her. We then became BFFs. She then said that I've got a potential to be a model. So I went and had a little photo shoot. But my energy ran low. And at that point, I had a manager. I had all these different shoots. I had to go on a date and make myself popular in the Twitter sphere and all this business. But I had no energy.
It's actually called, just for people listening, it's actually called Kim Kardashian Hollywood.
Oh.
Yeah, that's its official name.
Underneath the app, though, it just says Kardashian.
Oh, well, yeah, they do that on the iPhone and iPad sometimes. They abbreviate it, but it's called Kim Kardashian Hollywood.
Anyway, that was rude. I've lost my train of thought now. So yeah, I ran out. I had all these tasks to do, but I ran out of energy, which annoyed me because there's no possible way that you could do all these tasks with the amount of energy they give you. Like, it's done deliberately, obviously, because the only option to get more energy is to rest, which means leave the app alone. And in order to get one little bar of energy, I had to leave my iPad alone all night, overnight.
Yeah.
Or they kindly tell you for a small fee of about $10, whatever it is, because they don't convert it into pounds on the actual game, you can buy the energy.
Yeah, so this is the whole freemium thing where there's free apps to download, but
yes,
if you want to do well or progress faster, you have to pay. So
exactly.
That's a lot.
And it's annoying because it got me hooked. Like, I whizzed through all these different levels. Like, you were doing, Colin was in the other room doing some stuff on his computer.
As I do.
So I was on my iPad for a good half an hour, and I was whizzing through it, loving it, getting addicted, enjoying getting a manager and all this business, earning lots of money. But then the money is not even relevant because you need energy to do things, and there's no option to go to bed. You can't put your little character to bed. You've got to either leave, like I said, leave your iPad alone for hours on end, which then only gets one bar. So the only really feasible way of getting enough energy to do all these tasks, to therefore progress, is to leave your iPad alone for like a week, which is stupid because then you forget about it, like I have. Like I've not played on it since last Friday.
Yeah.
Or you throw money at it. But even then, it's designed so that when you buy the energy, I'm sure, that it's still not enough and that you need to just keep repurchasing it.
Yeah. Well,
So I think that's a pretty negative point because it got me hooked. I was really loving it. Like they've obviously a lot of work's gone into it. It's really well, like the graphics and everything. It's got her actual voice. Like she's recorded this.
yeah.
They've gone to such an extreme effort to make it a really good game, but you can't do anything on it when you get to no energy.
Yeah, well, that's really the same with most games like that now. There was some problems a few months back with a game made by EA. It was called Dungeon Keeper, I think, where you pretty much couldn't do anything unless you paid a lot of money. It's called the whole freemium model, which a lot of people aren't happy about. I'd be much more happy. I know a lot of people don't like buying games on their phone, but I think if people were willing to spend like 69p on an app, they wouldn't need to put all these stupid paywalls in. But I know a lot of people like me don't like spending money on games for my phone or iPad. But I'm looking at...
I'm totally against it. I don't like it at all.
I think you're a bit biased because you like Kim Kardashian anyway. But if there's someone who doesn't know about Kim Kardashian, would this all go straight over their head? Would they not care?
It definitely only appeals to women.
Well, yeah, I've seen you play it, and yes, it definitely does. But
so if you were, say, a girl who hadn't really heard the program, didn't really know who she was, then yeah, I think it would still appeal to you because it's really similar to the a Brats game I used to play online.
yeah,
It's all this. It's a little bit like Sims. Like you can pick what you do, you go shopping, blah de blah de blah. So you could get into it that way and not really care who Kim Kardashian is. But if you're her hater, you don't like her, you don't like anything she stands for, then no, this is going to really get on your nerves because obviously her voice is on it constantly.
yeah.
And the outfits you wear are inspired by her outfits.
Of course, it's just a big advert for Kim Kardashian, really. I'm looking at some reviews online for it, and they're all literally slating it. 1-star reviews across the board from everyone.
What for though? Like, what's the reason?
Oh, I think it's just because of how it's. Well, I've not read it. I think it's pretty much because you're supposed to work. This game is aimed at younger girls, and it's supposed to be people who idolize Kim Kardashian, and it just gets a bit. It's a very vain thing of her to do. You know, it's supposed to like basically you're worshipping her.
She's obviously been approached. This is what annoys me. She's not gone to a company.
I love it when you defend Kim Kardashian. It's
No, well,
great.
it annoys me. Like she's not gone to a company and begged them, be like, oh my god, please, like I just need more things to be all about me. But at the end of the day, she is a brand.
I know. I think people are a bit. I mean, I don't necessarily agree that she should be seen as a role model, but I mean, her is right. Her TV show is just entertainment. It's a good thing to watch, and I mean, I don't have a problem with that. It's just the whole people who seem to worship and look up to her. I don't think people should be looking up to a person like her. There's better people to be looking up to. But
I don't know if it's just me, but I don't think I've ever had a role model. I don't really get it. I don't get like I obviously would love to look like her, but I don't go on grueling diets and dye my hair and copy clothes.
But unfortunately, there are young girls who do that, which is where the problem is, really.
Yeah, I really don't get that. Like, I can't give an opinion on that because that just goes straight over my head.
People are obsessed with looks and stuff these days. But yeah, it's a bit weird. So how would you? Anyway, forgetting all that, what would your review be for it then? How much would you score it out of 10?
Oh, that is tough because I think as far as like it being made, like it's clearly not a game that she's just put her name on. Like I've seen, you're gonna think, oh, that's done to make you think that, but I've seen pictures on her Instagram of her in like the recording studio, like doing the voices, and her voice is in it a
Yeah.
lot. It's
Yeah.
not some like automated thing.
Yeah.
Her house on the game looks just like her house. Um, as far as things like that are concerned, I would give it a 10.
You would give it a 10.
As for that aspect, for the accuracy and the graphics, and like it never lagged, everything was seamless. But as far as me playing on it and it being a game which I would keep going back to, I'd have to give it a 0.
That's
because
so basically you give it a 5 then. Let's get an average out of you. It's a 5 out of 10 then.
no, it's not though, because I've not played on the bloody thing because I've got no energy.
Well, that's the problem with these sort of games, as I've said. Like, and it's not just that. Like with games like that, it's the appeal is only going to be for a few weeks before you get bored. And that's the thing with mobile gaming. They're not really long-term games. You play them like you're really addicted to them for like a week or 2 weeks, and then you just forget them and delete them and forget about them.
Yeah.
So,
Although, tell that to my mum, she's still addicted to Moshi.
yeah, but then again,
Hang on. Heroes of Handheld exclusive.
yeah,
She admitted to me that she's paid for rocks.
she's paid in what? What game?
In Moshi, she's paid for rocks.
Thank God for that. I thought you were going to say she's paid for that Candy Crush. Then
No.
I would have had to put my foot down.
No, she's paid. She's paid.
Now, that Moshi Monster game, I was forced to download it, and it was horrendous. But anyway, we should probably wrap up now, because we are going very long.
I expect people have already switched off and don't care what I'm having to say, but...
So basically, if you like Kim Kardashian, download this app. If you don't, then don't. You probably won't like it.
No. If you're
No.
If you were a fan of Brats, if anyone knows what I'm talking about, or if you like the whole Sims but with a bit more of a girly twist, go for it.
Yeah.
The fact it's Kim Kardashian and you're indifferent to her won't bother you. If you're a hater of her, obviously, just don't even go near it, because you'll then be inclined to leave some nasty comment on the review, which is just unnecessary. Imagine if someone did that to you every day of your life. Millions of people all over the world constantly telling you you're a fat whale, that you're ugly, that Kango's ugly, that your baby's ugly, that you're fat. Oh my god, I think I would have killed myself by now. People just need to leave her alone. That is all I have to say. I love him. I love you.
As they say, haters gonna hate. Haters gonna
that's what annoys me. Like, I was looking for all the reviews, and honestly, people were so horrible.
Yeah.
Like, you talk like a spastic. I can't bear listening to it. Like, what kind of thing to say?
Who said that?
It was some randomer on a review.
Well, I'm sure when she reads those comments, she'll be crying into her $5,000 bills. And I'm sure she doesn't care. She's got all the money in the world. She doesn't give a shit. She knows people like her. Why should she care about online hate?
No, but that's got to affect you.
I don't know. I think it gets to a point where you just become immune to it and you just don't care, because you know there's people out there who like you, and just don't care. Anyway, we could probably talk about this all night, but we should wrap things up now because we've been going long. Thank you.
Hang on. We should really talk about the Chloe and French Montana little scenario we've got going on here.
No, we should not. We need to.
What about the fact that Chris and Bruce, they seem to be back together too.
Oh my god! All these girls. I thought you meant our Chris then. Chris and Bruce.
No.
Who's Bruce? Is he a new podcasting psychic?
No. The best news of all: Kourtney Kardashian is pregnant again. Hallelujah.
Great. Right, so everyone's just throwing their iPods and laptops out the window, but let's move on to the end of the show. Thank you for joining me, Shona. Thank you for replacing Chris for this week.
You are welcome.
It's been grand. Even though you've never played a handheld gaming device in your life, you had a lot to say on the handheld gaming, so well done.
Have I though?
Yes. But if you'd like to contact us, you can email heroesofhandheld@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter @handheldpodcast, and we are now on Facebook. So just search Heroes of Handheld on Facebook and you should find us, so like us on there. We'd really appreciate it.
Also, a little disclaimer.
Yeah.
Well, never claims to be an expert in this. This is just purely a hobby. So people who want to tweet him negativity about the lack of interaction on the Facebook about him getting a fact wrong, please keep your opinions to yourself.
Is this in reference to Kim Kardashian, or are you talking about a tweet I got last week?
I'm talking about a tweet you got last week. That really did bother me.
Yeah. Well, I'll mention this now because you've opened the can of worms.
I have.
We got a tweet through Heroes of Handheld with quite an arrogant young man. I don't know if he's a young man. He could have been a woman. We don't know.
We don't know.
But
trolls don't show their true identity.
Tweeted that he was being a bit snotty for some reason. Didn't like the fact we had nothing on our Facebook page, and was pretty much saying that we should review a game which we already reviewed. So that was fun. But
it just annoys me. Like you go to such effort and take so much of your time, but people that don't even know you still want to put you down.
Welcome to the internet, Shona.
That's what I mean.
Welcome to the internet. It's
so wrong.
You can please some of the people some of the time, but you can't please all of the people all of the time.
I think this should be next week's topic.
We don't have topics on this podcast. What are you chatting?
Well, can I be your special guest? I don't want to admit this, but I know I've not really talked about gaming, but I've actually really enjoyed this.
Yeah, it's been good. You've got a voice for radio. So what was I saying? So all those ways you can get in contact. Forget the hate. We hate the hate. So if you love us, why not go on iTunes and review us on iTunes? Or you can go on Stitcher and review us. We're on both of those platforms. And also a new page has been posted onto our heroesofhandheld.com website. Ways to listen. It pretty much lists every single way there is to listen to our podcast. Because we've had a few questions recently about whether they can listen to their podcast and our podcast in this way or that way. So hopefully that page will clear it all up. And I think that is pretty much it. Just to say thank you to the Schnauzer Radio Orchestra for our theme song this week. The song is Insert Coin, which is from the album Music from a 40s Video Game. We use it every single episode. It's a fantastic song. So go to iTunes and search Schnauzer Radio Orchestra and download the album because it's great. Right, I think that is pretty much it for this week. Thank you, Shoz.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Oh, wait, Chris isn't there.
He's not here.
Chris should be back next week, but obviously we'll give you details for our Twitter page, Handheld Podcast, if that changes. But I should be back with IndieCast later on this week. And also, Chris uploaded his Smashcast a few days ago. So go to Smashcast on iTunes or on our website and download that and listen to Chris's podcast all about Smash Bros. Coming to 3DS and Wii U soon. Right, enjoy playing your 3DS and PlayStation Vita. And until next week, everybody, bye-bye.
Bye.
The podcast you've just listened to is from the Heroes of Handheld Network. You can...
Why are you talking in that weird voice?
Because I'm trying to tell our listening friends about how they can find us online.
But we just did that.
Yes, but this way it stays fresh and in the mind. Anyway, you can find us at...
No, Colin, we've literally just said that. All you're going to say is that we're available on iTunes and Stitcher and are contactable at feedback@heroesofhandheld.com.
Or heroesofhandheld@gmail.com. And don't forget about relentlessly plugging all our extra content. Twitter at Handheld Podcast, videos on YouTube, and of course, articles and more at heroesofhandheld.com.
Great. Can I go to bed now?
Hold on, I got this.
And remember, if you play Handheld, you're a hero.
What does that even mean? If you play handheld, you're a hero. What does that even mean?